Vancouver, Canada, once known to be one of the greatest places in the world, with stunning natural scenery, diverse culture, booming economy, incredible wildlife, and much more. Now riddled with FENT. FENT everywhere, FENT in the seas, FENT in the air, FENT on the streets. Many people call it FENT City. Hello everyone, welcome to Willie's podcast. Today we're going to be going over a trip my friends and I did to Vancouver, Canada, otherwise known as FENT City. Besides that, we had originally planned this trip to go snowboarding all the way back up September 2024, which was like 5-6 months ago, who knows. But the day we actually left for Vancouver was February 9th. Alright, now to actually begin the story. It all started by renting Chevy Malibus, tearing up the place because no one wanted to take their car 2.5 hours to the airport. So, after 2.5 hours driving, we get to the airport, everyone's sleeping on the floor like we're homeless because we decided to get there 4.5 hours early. Here's a clip.
We're homeless. We're homeless.
And if I haven't mentioned it already, there's 8 people on this trip. My friends Anthony, Sam, Yoni, Matt, AJ, Justin, and Addison. Had to look at the list and remember all these names because there's so many people. Just twice the Malibus, twice the chaos. And finally, after all that nautical nonsense of ripping Malibus and sleeping on the airport floor, we finally were able to get on our plane, which just got even worse because drinking age in Canada is 19, so we're allowed to have beer, and some people wanted wine, which just led to even more chaos. Just having a couple brewskis, some wine, whatever, being restless after getting no sleep on the drive there, or just monkeying around the airport. Just ended up messing with people, flight attendants yelling. What else? Oh yeah, we ended up playing charades, doing somersaults down the aisle, howling to the moon, just disturbing everyone. Eventually the flight attendants just had enough of us. They just told us to simmer down, sit down, and stop messing around. But for some reason they kept on serving us beverages, beer and wine and whatever. So it was a 9-hour flight. That was really hard. But somehow we managed not to get kicked off the plane or arrested or banned, and we landed safely in Vancouver. Immediately getting off the plane, it was just insanity. We had to go through customs, and we're all half drunky, half sleeping like FENT zombies. And custom workers are like, "Are you all right?" And no, we're not all right. But after that, they finally let us in, and then we had to go get our baggage claim, which was in the extra large area because we had snowboards and ski bags, which was just a disaster to find walking around the airport. It was hidden in the Nectar Valley and whatnot. Then after finally getting all our bags, we had to go to the train station to take 10 trains that were just hidden, couldn't find them. And as soon as we got on our train, it was just crackhead central, slumped on seats, swinging on bars, monkey and orangutan, who knows. And finally, after 10 hours of train hopping and losing our train, getting on the wrong train, going backwards, going forwards, we finally get off into the main city where it was actually pretty clean. Not a lot of FENT boys on the streets there, but as soon as you stepped out of the city, it was FENT heaven. Just all the crackies staring at our $1,000 snowboard gear, just rubbing their hands together, ready to snatch. Here's a clip, just singing to the crack boys.
Pull up in a car, oi, oi, oi. Holy.
Luckily, they're too FENT out to do anything. But look at the name of their favorite beer. Come on, it's just gotta say something. Eventually, we all got tired of the FENT fanatics just asking if we had $5 or the good stuff. So to get revenge on them, my buddy AJ, he dressed up like a FENT boy himself, and was just going up to them, just tweaking out like they were. Nah, man, nah, I don't got it. Do you? Then after that, we just went up to normal people, joking with them and just cracking out got any money? And then just throw them $1 and run in fear. After surviving downtown and barely escaping the FENT store we somehow ended at, we finally made it to the rental car place where we rented our 8-passenger van that had the loudest backup beeper in the world for some reason, as you can hear here.
Our rental car.
Then all 8 of us all packed into that van, all our gear. It was a damn sausage party in there. And the first place we headed was the casino. And it was most of ours all first time to go to the casino, so we had to FENT zombies ourselves. At least I did. But when we got there, we saw like a whole different breed of FENT fanatics. Like they're like gambling addicts and FENT addicts. Like you like give them $5 off the street, and they like go and try and double it just to get their like high off or whatever. But we went to this one roulette table after dodging all the like the FENT zombies, and we basically all lost our money there. We saw it was like hitting red like 3 times in a row already. So like, all right, it's gonna hit black. After that, it hit red like 8 more times in a row. It was insane. So the casino was short-lived, so we all just decided to head back and check into the Airbnb. But it took like 20,000 hours to get there because these kids wanted to stop at like 100 different stores. We did stop at like some scenic routes, just check out the scenery before it got dark. Saw like some waterway with like some seal booping up and whatnot. But the first store we stopped at was like the ganj store. These kids needed like a pound of weed, like we're moving like Pablo Escobar or something like that. And then these kids forgot like their winter socks, knickknacks, and whatever. So we stopped at the snow store, got our gear. It was like 9 o'clock. I don't know why they're open or the rest of all these stores. So after that, we went to the grocery store, got like $20,000 worth of food. I don't know why we got so much food, but it was gone in like 3 days. Some of them decided to get like 20 packets of hot dogs. We had like hot dogs for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's just so many hot dogs, just hot dogs all over. Then we had to stop at the most important store, the liquor store, to get our beer and whatnot. And Canada, everything's legal, so you can just get like crack from like your grandma, like heroin, FENT from like your neighbor Nancy or whatever. So after the liquor store, you know, we had a bit of a drive back, you know, cracked a couple of brewskis, definitely not while driving, you know, driver doesn't drink, of course. You know, got a little rowdy in the van, there's a couple of clips. For some reason, this kid had a sandwich, I don't know, just like made on the fly in the grocery store. But the van was getting rowdy, like we're drifting it like madman, like this 8-passenger van sliding on these like icy roads in the middle of the mountains, just going hardcore, going like double the speed limit and just sliding all over. And this is all going down like some random preschool parking lot. At one point the van had almost tipped. We're just sliding like fast on this parking lot, and there's this tarmac exposed. So I hit the tarmac, van like stopped like super fast, which made the motion go sideways. But we're still going wild, still a little bit of a drive there. But eventually we got to the Airbnb and all safe with sound. Here's the tour.
Airbnb, hot tub outside. Yeah.
What's up there?
Our room, Yoni's cradle. Holy pride. Holy kitty.
Airbnb was pretty chill, had like 3 bedrooms and a loft, so it was just 2 of us in each bed. There was a hot tub, pretty standard kitchen, living room, normal. But man, that place did not stay clean long. As soon as we were out there, brewski's cracked open. Yoni's wine night is here. They're just drinking away, riding around, just going crazy. And then we had found some playing cards, so everyone was like a little bummed out from like losing all their money from the roulette table. So we started playing blackjack. It was like a $20 buy-in, drunkie edition, so like $160 pot. Everyone's just going wild, all in, 24/7. And after that, it was this hot tub mania when the boys whipped out like a pound of ganj, and everyone was like sleeping in the hot tub, beefed AF. These kids are like in there all night. So like I grabbed like doggy style from like the 20,000 packets of like hot dogs we have, started whipping them at them. They're just loving it. They love the dogs all over them. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. This is just part 1. Part 2 will be out next week, basically just showing the snowboard side and some clubs and other nautical nonsense we decided to do. Here's a little bonus clip when we woke up in the morning after a hot tub adventure. The pants just decided to freeze overnight, just frozen solid. But I'll see you guys in part 2.